Have you ever entered a home that instantly felt like sunshine, warm, calm, and full of peace, even if it wasn't large or luxurious? In Japan, such homes are designed with one invisible rule. Light is not just physical, it's emotional. The Japanese believe that light carries ki, the life force that fills every space with balance and vitality. A dark, cluttered house holds energy that feels heavy. A bright one, filled with intention, invites joy and clarity. Today, I'll share with you 7 Japanese ways to create a home full of light and serenity, practices that go beyond decoration and touch the soul of your space. Before we continue, tell me from which country and city you're watching this video. I'd love to know, and I'll leave you a heart. And don't forget to subscribe and help me reach the goal of 1,000 likes. The first Japanese way is Hikari no Michi, which means the path of light. In traditional Japanese homes, light is guided like a guest. It's welcomed, not blocked. To apply this, begin by observing how sunlight moves through your home during the day. Open curtains early, lift blinds fully, and clean your windows regularly. Glass is the gateway of clarity. Avoid heavy drapes or dark fabrics that absorb brightness. Instead, choose soft, translucent curtains that let the sun filter gently. You can also place mirrors where light naturally enters to extend its reach. The Japanese believe mirrors double the ki of a room. When light reflects softly, even small spaces feel alive. At night, use warm-toned lamps that imitate the softness of the sun at dawn. This balance between natural and artificial light creates the sensation of eternal morning, quiet, clean, and peaceful. Hikari no Michi reminds us that serenity begins with openness. When you let light in, you're letting life in. The second Japanese way to create a home full of light and serenity is kanso, the beauty of simplicity. In Japan, brightness doesn't come only from lamps or sunlight. It comes from space itself. A cluttered room blocks the natural flow of light, while a simple one allows it to breathe. Kanso teaches that by removing what is unnecessary, you reveal what truly shines. Begin by looking around your home and asking, does this object bring me peace, or does it drain my energy? The Japanese don't keep things out of guilt or habit. They keep them out of love. Remove what feels heavy, and your walls will seem to glow more naturally. Even colors play a role in kanso. Choose soft neutrals, whites, creams, beige, pale wood tones that reflect light rather than absorbing it. In traditional Japanese interiors, empty space is treated as sacred. The Japanese call it ma, the silence between things, the pause that allows beauty to exist. When you give your home room to breathe, you create a quiet rhythm that feels soothing to the soul. Try this simple exercise. Clear one small corner completely. Then place just one meaningful object there, maybe a small plant, a handmade bowl, or a candle. Notice how that single element seems to radiate light on its own. That's the power of kanso. It reminds us that light isn't something we add, it's something we uncover by removing the excess. When your space becomes calm, your mind reflects it, and in that stillness you begin to see and feel true serenity. The third Japanese way to create a home full of light and serenity is shizen, harmony with nature. In Japanese culture, light and nature are inseparable. The Japanese believe that sunlight, fresh air, and natural textures awaken the spirit and purify the energy of a home. Even in urban apartments, they find ways to invite nature indoors. You can begin by bringing subtle natural elements into your space. Add a small plant, a branch in a simple vase, or a bowl of stones gathered from a peaceful place. These objects carry grounding energy and reflect the light in gentle ways. Try opening your windows early in the morning. This ritual is called kuki no nagare, the flow of air. The Japanese open windows not just for ventilation, but to let the morning light and air reset the house's ki. The fresh air moves old energy out and invites renewal in. You can also use natural materials like wood, linen, clay, and paper in your furniture or decor. They absorb and reflect light softly, unlike plastics or metals that often feel cold and artificial. If possible, let sunlight touch these textures during the day. They will seem to glow from within. Even the smell of nature, from a candle of cedar or a cup of green tea, changes the vibration of a room. The Japanese see light as living and nature as its home. When you combine both, serenity blooms. You don't need to fill your home with plants or decorations. One branch, one ray of sun, one moment of awareness is enough. Shizen reminds us that peace is already part of nature. We just need to invite it in. The fourth Japanese way to create a home full of light and serenity is seiso, the art of cleansing. In Japan, cleaning is not simply a chore, it is an act of spiritual renewal. Dust and clutter are believed to block the natural flow of ki, the life energy that carries light through your home. When you remove them, you don't just make space cleaner, you make it brighter. Seiso is practiced slowly, mindfully, and with gratitude. Begin by opening your windows, allowing sunlight and air to enter freely. Then clean one area at a time, not with haste, but with presence. As you wipe a surface or sweep the floor, breathe deeply and imagine you're polishing light itself. The Japanese often say, when you clean your heart. You'll notice how true that feels once you begin. Use natural materials, a soft cloth, warm water with salt or vinegar, or a few drops of citrus oil. These simple ingredients carry purification energy. The goal isn't to achieve perfection, but to maintain rhythm, cleaning a little each day rather than letting disorder accumulate. In Japan, this daily ritual is known as ozoji when done deeply, especially at the end of the year, to welcome new beginnings with a pure heart. But you don't need to wait for a new season. Each morning can be a quiet osoji if you approach it with mindfulness. After cleaning, pause and observe how sunlight interacts with your space, how it touches clean surfaces, how it glows differently. You'll feel it, lighter, fresher, alive. Seiso teaches that light expands wherever gratitude lives. When you respect your home with care, it rewards you with peace that feels tangible. The fifth Japanese way to create a home full of light and serenity is wabi-sabi, the art of embracing imperfection. Western design often seeks flawless symmetry and brand new objects, but in Japan, beauty is found in what is aged, natural, and quietly imperfect. The Japanese believe that time leaves a spiritual fingerprint on everything it touches. A cup with a hairline crack, a wooden table softened by use, or a faded curtain that filters sunlight with tenderness. These are not flaws, they are signs of life. When you accept imperfection in your home, you invite calm. Wabi-sabi teaches that serenity doesn't come from control, but from acceptance. To practice it, begin by noticing the things in your home that carry stories. A bowl you've had for years, a handmade mug, a piece of fabric with uneven edges. Place them where light can reach them, allowing their quiet beauty to shine. The Japanese even repair broken pottery with gold in a practice called kintsugi, honoring the break as part of the object's history. You can apply the same idea to your home by choosing authenticity over uniformity, handmade over perfect, natural over polished. Allow the light to reveal textures, not hide them. Let wood grain show, let linen wrinkle, let glass reflect the day as it is. Wabi-sabi isn't about creating beauty, it's about recognizing it in what already exists. When you stop demanding perfection, peace arrives naturally. Look around your home and ask, what carries warmth because it's real? Keep those things near you. Wabi-sabi reminds us that the light of serenity doesn't come from newness. It comes from love, time, and acceptance. The sixth Japanese way to create a home full of light and serenity is shoji no hikari, the way of filtered light. In traditional Japanese homes, sunlight never enters harshly. It passes through paper screens called shoji, which soften brightness and turn it into a gentle, meditative glow. The Japanese believe that light should not dominate a space, but whisper through it. This concept transforms how you use both natural and artificial light. Begin by diffusing sunlight instead of blocking it. If your windows are covered with heavy curtains, replace them with light fabric in neutral tones. Let the sun enter gently, shifting throughout the day like a slow dance. Observe how the mood of your home changes as the light moves. Morning brings clarity, afternoon warmth, and evening calm. You can recreate the shoji effect with rice paper lamps, linen shades, or frosted glass. These textures scatter light evenly, giving your rooms a sense of balance and serenity. Avoid cold, white light. Instead, use warm bulbs that resemble the color of late afternoon sun. The Japanese say that when light is soft, hearts soften too. Try lighting only one lamp in the evening instead of filling the room with brightness. This subtle glow encourages rest and mindfulness. The shadows that remain are not flaws, but part of the design. In Japan, the balance between light and shadow is sacred. It's called in-a. A space without shadow feels lifeless, while one that embraces contrast feels alive. Shoji no Hikari teaches that true brightness doesn't blind, it soothes. When light becomes gentle, your home begins to hum with quiet peace, like morning sunlight through paper, soft, calm, and eternal. The seventh Japanese way to create a home full of light and serenity is Kansha no Kokoro, the heart of gratitude. In Japan, gratitude is not just spoken, it's lived through action. The Japanese believe that the way you treat your home reflects how you treat your life. Every time you clean, open a window, or light a candle, you are offering thanks, not only to your space but to the light that fills it. Kansha no Kokoro transforms ordinary routines into moments of appreciation. Start by greeting the morning light. When you wake up, open your curtains and whisper, "Thank you for another day." This small act sets the tone for peace. When you prepare a meal, thank your kitchen for serving you. When you sweep the floor, thank your hands for their strength. The Japanese say that gratitude purifies energy faster than any ritual because it changes the vibration of the heart itself. You can also create a small gratitude corner, a place for a candle, a flower, or a simple object that reminds you to pause and appreciate your surroundings. Sit there for a few minutes each day, watching how light falls across the room. Notice its warmth, feel its rhythm. Kansha no Kokoro teaches that serenity grows when we acknowledge what we already have instead of chasing what we lack. When you infuse your home with gratitude, every object becomes sacred, and every ray of light feels like a blessing. The Japanese believe that a home filled with appreciation glows from within, not just from sunlight, but from the energy of a thankful heart. Gratitude turns the light around you into peace inside you. The eighth Japanese way to create a home full of light and serenity is Ma, the art of space and silence. In Japanese design, what you don't fill is just as important as what you do. Ma is the pause that gives form to everything. The empty space between furniture, the quiet moment between actions, the stillness that allows light to move freely. Western homes often chase fullness, believing comfort means abundance. But in Japan, comfort means clarity. To practice Ma, look at your room as if it were a garden. Every object should have room to breathe. Don't press furniture against walls. Let air flow behind it. Leave open floor areas where sunlight can fall uninterrupted. You can also practice Ma in sound. Turn off devices for 1 hour each day and listen to your home's natural silence. The hum of the fridge, the creak of wood, the faint rustle of wind, these sounds become a kind of meditation. Light needs emptiness to exist. Without space, it becomes trapped. The Japanese understand that this emptiness isn't absence, it's potential. You can feel it in traditional rooms where tatami mats stretch unbroken, where a single vase or painting stands against a quiet wall. Try removing one decorative object today and watch how the light fills the void it leaves behind. You'll notice a calm that feels almost physical. Ma invites you to trust that not everything needs to be seen, said, or done. In silence, beauty expands. In space, peace settles. When you allow pauses in your home, you create the same within yourself, the stillness where serenity is born. The 9th Japanese way to create a home full of light and serenity is omoyari, the art of living with gentle awareness. In Japan, this concept means acting with thoughtfulness, consideration, and quiet empathy for others, and for your environment. A serene home isn't built only through design, it's built through behavior. Omoyari transforms your relationship with your space because it reminds you that peace begins with intention. When you move mindfully through your home, setting down objects gently, closing drawers without slamming, walking softly, you create an invisible harmony. Energy no longer collides, it flows. You can also express omoyari by anticipating small needs, refilling the teapot before it's empty, folding a towel before someone asks, cleaning a surface so the next person finds it pure. Each gesture is a quiet act of love. The Japanese believe that a home filled with considerate energy glows differently. It becomes warm, comforting, and alive. Try noticing how you interact with your belongings. Do you throw them around unconsciously or handle them with respect? In Japan, even when discarding items, people bow slightly as a gesture of gratitude, recognizing that every object has served a purpose. You can do the same. Pause before tossing something, say thank you, and let it go with care. When you live with omoyari, your home becomes more than shelter. It becomes a teacher of kindness. And as you practice it, you'll find that your surroundings begin to mirror your calm heart. Light feels softer, sounds feel gentler, and even time seems to slow down. A serene home is not made of walls, it's made of awareness. The 10th Japanese way to create a home full of light and serenity is kaizen, which means continuous improvement. In Japan, kaizen isn't only for work or business, it's a philosophy for life. The Japanese believe that serenity is not something achieved overnight, but cultivated slowly through small, steady actions. Kaizen invites you to make your home evolve gently, becoming brighter and calmer day by day. Start with one small improvement, maybe reorganizing a single shelf, adding a touch of light near a dark corner, or removing an unused item from your table. These minor changes may seem insignificant, but over time they transform the energy of your entire space. Each act of care sends a message to your home. I'm paying attention. And in return, your home responds with comfort and beauty. You can also apply kaizen to your daily habits. Instead of spending hours cleaning once a week, spend just 5 minutes tidying each morning or night. Instead of buying new decor, repurpose something you already love. Instead of wishing for a bigger space, learn to make your current one glow. In Japan, people say, a home that improves a little every day never grows old. That's the essence of kaizen. It keeps your environment alive and flowing, like a gentle stream that never stagnates. You'll notice how each improvement increases the light, not just physical brightness, but emotional clarity. The secret is consistency, not perfection. When you treat your home as a living project of love and patience, serenity naturally follows. And soon, you'll find that your environment reflects your inner peace, one mindful step at a time. The 11th Japanese way to create a home full of light and serenity is wa, which means harmony. In Japanese tradition, Wa is not just the absence of conflict, it's the presence of balance. It's the invisible thread that connects people, objects, and nature into a single, peaceful rhythm. When your home is guided by Wa, every element, color, sound, and movement works together like notes in a soft melody. To bring Wa into your space, begin by observing the relationships between things. Notice how furniture interacts with light, how colors flow from one room to another, how textures blend or clash. The Japanese avoid extremes. They don't want too much brightness or too much darkness, too much decoration or too much emptiness. Wa lives in the middle, where everything feels gentle and natural. You can practice this by choosing items that complement rather than compete. A wooden bowl beside a linen cloth, a single flower in a simple vase. Even the placement of objects matters. When balanced correctly, the entire room feels calmer. Sound is also part of Wa. Turn off background noise for a while and let the natural rhythm of your home emerge. Footsteps, the ticking of a clock, the rustle of curtains. These small sounds remind you that life itself is harmony. In Japan, Wa extends beyond design into relationships, greeting loved ones with softness, speaking kindly, moving with awareness. When your interactions reflect balance, your space will mirror that energy. Wa teaches that peace is not built by removing chaos, but by inviting alignment. And once your home moves in harmony, serenity doesn't just stay, it lingers. Now that you've learned these 7 Japanese ways, it's time to see your home as more than walls and furniture. It's a living mirror of your inner state. Each principle, Hikari no Michi, Kanso, Shizen, Seiso, Wabi-sabi, Shoji no Hikari, and Kansha no Kokoro, works together like the threads of a single fabric. Light, simplicity, nature, cleansing, imperfection, gentleness, and gratitude. When you combine them, your home becomes a sanctuary where serenity naturally blooms. Imagine waking up to soft sunlight, hearing silence instead of noise, and feeling warmth instead of rush. That's what Japanese minimalism creates. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. Every time you clean, simplify, or open a window, you're performing a silent ritual of peace. You're saying to your home, I see you. I care for you, and your home in return begins to care for you too. The Japanese say, Hikari wa kokoro no kagami. Light is the mirror of the heart. When your surroundings glow with calm, your spirit does too. Let this be your invitation to slow down, to honor small details, and to treat your daily routines as sacred. The light you seek isn't outside, it's within, waiting to be reflected by the space you create. So keep opening your windows, clearing your corners, and whispering gratitude. Serenity is not found, it's cultivated. And when you nurture it with love, even the smallest home shines with quiet grace.